Analysts say the government's move to help public transport operators grow their bus fleet does not mean a free lunch for operators. They say commuters will stand to benefit from higher service standards, which are likely to be imposed on the two bus operators.
The government will spend $1.1 billion over the next 10 years to fund some 550 buses for operators SBS Transit and SMRT. The move has sparked concerns among some Singaporeans. A few have written into the government's feedback portal Reach to question why the government is using public funds to help profit-driven companies. Observers say such a move is not unique. In affluent cities in Europe and Australia, private operators receive public-funded buses in order to achieve a more efficient transport network.
For Singapore, if the government is going to be helping out a private sector operator, the two private sector operators in this way, we wouldn't do it in an open-ended way, right? We will need to set higher service standards. If we're giving money for the buses, we expect higher service in return. So I imagine that the government is already working on those details. It won't just be a gift.
Analysts say although the two operators are making profits overall, they have been weighed down by bus operations. So the assistance will come in handy to help boost capacity and meet the anticipated growth in demand.
In many cases, they are incurring losses. So if this continues, there will be no new investments in buses in Singapore. And as a result, the public will suffer, from more overcrowding. Yes, in a way, they will earn more profits, but in exchange for that, the public will see a lot better bus services in Singapore.
Well, observers believe that the $1.1 billion fund will not just go into helping the operators to grow their bus fleet. They say given the big sum of money, there are indications that it could also go into helping the operators to attract the manpower they need to run the buses, and that operators could possibly increase the salaries to make the job more attractive, particularly to Singaporeans.
I think with the grants, all right, then they run out of, I think it eliminates some of the excuses, okay, on it. We can't get drivers because, we can't pay them enough. The reason why we can't pay them enough is because you keep fares, or PTC keeps fares too low and things like that. This grant should not be just to generate the bottom line profits for shareholders, okay? It is meant really to help the public, to serve the public better.
Mr. Chong said operators are expected to bump up bus frequencies and serve more areas. Details on the $1.1 billion fund are expected in the upcoming budget debate.